Greetings, PPLZs. Stanley H. Tweedle or Lord Zed. Take your pick. Let me know. You're the ones that actually watch this shit. Cheers. I'll probably decide based on the comment section of this video. Yeah. I may have just seen a 10. I can't say definitively yet because, like, that's... I'd have to see this movie at least 5 more times before I'll call it a 10. Looper. I love everything about this movie. It's fucking fantastic. I'm just gonna start with the background. Shit you just don't even notice in other movies. Every car, or almost every car, except for the really new-looking ones, is retrofitted to have this sort of thing plugged into their gas tank. Like one of them had solar panels. It's obvious that we've gotten over oil addiction in that society. Still, you see a lot of these really shitbox retrofitted cars, and yeah, everyone looks to either be well off, really well off, what future world is, or they're fucking destitute as shit. In the film, there's just casual mention of vagrants and how it's just considered legal and normal to go ahead and shoot them. The homelessness is that much of a problem. And you can see that happening with these semi-government jobs. Every job now, the regulation and the fucking inspection and all that other shit is so huge that only massive corporations can survive, and so everyone is in effect an employee of the government to some degree. If you need permission from someone to do your job, they own you, you don't own you. So, like, how... You get a sense that the economy would have these crazy lockups and freezes and all that, and some people would just get frozen out of the government job regulation market. Which is what's happening now, but it just seems so much worse in this future, and holy shit, that's an interesting backdrop. I'd give this movie a 9 just for the fucking scenery. None of this is, like, explicitly mentioned in the film. None of this is really talked about. None of this is the point of the fucking movie. But it's just there, and it's so... There is that much detail. There is that much attention paid to this movie. It is that masterfully done. And this movie is primarily about time travel. Like, that's the dumbest thing in the world for a writer to do, introduce time travel. Because time travel is fucking weird and doesn't make sense and hacky and shitty and always has paradoxes. And it's the fodder for people to complain about. Like when the sci-fi show gets painted into a corner and doesn't know what the fuck to do next, oh, time travel. That's what they do, and everyone hates it. It's brilliant here. It's absolutely brilliant. For those of you who don't know, here's the basic tagline. In the future, it's the future, the super duper pooper future, not the future that this story takes place in primarily. In that future, it's almost impossible to dispose of a body. Almost impossible. So, it's actually easier to send people back in time and have them be shot by just some guy, just some paid mafia moron with this junk gun. They call it a blunderbuss. It's just a piece of shit. You shoot him, and, he's sent back in time with the payment, with some silver, and so you get the silver. And Yeah, and you have to dispose of the body. Here's the thing, though. Time travel is so insanely illegal in the future, and so is, I guess supposedly disposing of bodies or whatever. So it's like a double crime. That they have to erase any kind of tie to you. Shut up, fucking Skype. Sorry about that. This is really unprofessional, by the way. They have to erase any kind of tie to you whatsoever. So what they do for your last contract is they send back you. Yeah. They track you down and send you back, and you shoot yourself. And they send you back with gold attached to you, and it's really fucking freaky. It's a really nightmarish situation, and the protagonist is such a shithead. He's such a scumbag, and so are all of his friends. They're such pieces of shit people. But it's so fascinating to watch, and this movie really raises questions about who are you? Like, if I transported you from 30 years in the future back to meet you, is that really you? No, that's not really you, is it? That's somebody else. That's some other guy. I don't want to say any more. Anything more I would say would risk spoiling. I will say, though, that this is one of the best movies I have seen in ages. I can't recommend it enough. It's still in theaters. See it while it's in theaters. Lord Zed, Stanley H. Tweedle, take your pick. Cheers.